Chosen one, have you felt like life is throwing one challenge after another at you lately? Every step forward seems to be met with a setback, and just when you think you've made progress, something else appears to block your path. This isn't random. Right now, you're in the middle of a spiritual test, a divine trial meant to prepare you for your next breakthrough. The universe is watching, observing how you react to these obstacles. Will you stand strong, or will you give in to the doubt they want you to feel? These challenges are not meant to break you. They are designed to reveal your strength. Hidden truths are about to come to light, and what you learn today can change everything. If this resonates, hit the like button and comment 77 below. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and click the super thanks button to support this channel. Stay with me until the end, because what you'll discover today could be the key to your next step. Why chosen ones are always tested before breakthroughs. Sometimes life can feel like an uphill battle. You've made progress, taken strides toward your goals, and started to see glimpses of what you're capable of. But just as you begin to step into that light, obstacles appear out of nowhere. It might feel as though every effort you make is met with resistance. Perhaps you face unexpected setbacks. A career opportunity falls through, a close relationship becomes strained, or your personal growth seems to stall. The harder you try to move forward, the more it seems like you're being held back. This can leave you feeling frustrated, questioning whether you're truly on the right path, and wondering if all your work has been in vain. But let me reassure you, this struggle is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that something far greater is on the horizon. These challenges aren't random. They are tests designed to refine and strengthen you. Every chosen one goes through a period of intense trial before stepping into their blessings. This is often referred to as the dark night of the soul, a time when it feels like everything is being stripped away. During these moments, you might feel isolated, misunderstood, or even abandoned. The emotional weight can be overwhelming, as if the universe is asking more of you than you think you can handle. Yet it's precisely in these trials that the foundation for your breakthrough is being laid. Just as fire purifies gold, these tests remove what no longer serves you. They burn away the doubts, fears, and old patterns that cannot go with you into the next phase of your journey. The discomfort you're feeling is a sign that you're being prepared for something greater than you can currently imagine. Consider the story of Joseph in Genesis. His brothers sold him into slavery. He was wrongly accused and imprisoned, and for years he endured hardship that seemed utterly unfair. Yet through each trial, Joseph's character was shaped, his faith deepened, and his purpose clarified. When the time finally came for him to step into his role as a leader in Egypt, he was not only ready, he was unstoppable. The tests weren't there to destroy him. They were there to prepare him. In the same way, your challenges are not punishment. They are part of a divine plan that is unfolding. Even if you can't see the full picture right now, these tests are the universe's way of asking, are you ready? Can you handle the responsibility, the influence, and the blessings that are coming your way? As you endure these trials, you may begin to notice subtle shifts in your life. At first, it may seem like nothing is changing, but over time, signs of transformation start to appear. You might find that people or situations that once caused you stress no longer have the same hold on you. You begin to trust your intuition more deeply and feel more aligned with your purpose. Divine timing starts to reveal itself. Opportunities that seem closed forever suddenly reappear. Connections with supportive people begin to emerge, and new paths open up. These are the signs that the old structures are falling away, making room for the new, even if the process feels slow or uncertain. Each small shift is a sign that you are moving closer to your breakthrough. What you may not realize is that behind the scenes, divine forces are aligning everything in your favor. The struggles you face are not a series of random events. They are carefully orchestrated moments that are meant to elevate you. The universe is clearing away what no longer serves you, and spiritual forces are stepping in to ensure you're guided in the right direction. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be chance, begin to appear. A random conversation leads to an opportunity, or a challenge you thought would break you turns out to be exactly what you needed to move forward. These moments are proof that you are not walking this path alone. Higher forces are supporting you every step of the way, and they will continue to do so as you rise to the next level. However, recognizing these signs and interventions is only the beginning. Many people stop here, too afraid of what lies ahead to fully embrace their transformation. It's natural to feel a certain resistance. Change is uncomfortable, and stepping into a new reality often means leaving behind familiar patterns. But to fully align with your purpose, you must go beyond simply seeing the signs. You must act on them. This means trusting that the tests you face were not random acts of hardship, but deliberate moments of growth. You must choose to release fear, let go of self-doubt, and accept that you are ready to step into your power. This is a sacred moment, one that requires courage. By fully embracing the changes that are happening, you claim the blessings that have been waiting for you all along. As you move forward, remember that you have everything you need within you to succeed. The trials you faced have prepared you for this moment. Let go of fear, embrace faith, and step into your new reality with confidence. Trust that the universe has brought you to this point for a reason. Each step you take now is a step toward your breakthrough. You are not defined by your struggles. You are defined by how you rise from them. Take the lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, and the clarity you've discovered, and use them as fuel. The tests may have been difficult, but they have revealed who you truly are: strong, capable, and unstoppable. Now is the time to move forward, to embrace the blessings that are on their way, and to trust that the best is yet to come. The hidden signs that you are in a spiritual test. Sometimes life throws us curveballs that feel more personal than mere coincidence. You may be experiencing moments of confusion or discomfort that leave you questioning what you thought you knew. Perhaps you've noticed certain people distancing themselves from you, or situations that once felt stable suddenly becoming unpredictable. These shifts can make you feel as though the world is conspiring against you. But what if I told you there were actually signs that you're in the middle of a spiritual test? These challenges, as difficult as they may seem, are not random or meaningless. Instead, they are carefully placed markers on your path, designed to see if you'll stand firm or turn back. This isn't about punishment or failure. It's about growth and preparation for what's to come. At the heart of these tests is a deeply personal struggle. You might find yourself questioning your worth, feeling like nothing you do is good enough, or doubting whether you're truly on the right path. Maybe you've had relationships fall apart unexpectedly, or people you once trusted now seem to undermine your progress. Opportunities you thought were certain have vanished, and even small decisions can feel overwhelming. The emotional toll of these challenges can be heavy, leaving you wondering if you're being singled out. But these feelings of frustration and doubt aren't signs of weakness. They're a natural part of the process. They're meant to push you inward, forcing you to reflect on your true purpose and priorities. By leaning into these emotions, rather than avoiding them, you can begin to understand the nature of your spiritual test. Scripture is filled with examples of these transformative tests. Consider Moses leading the Israelites through the Red Sea. In Exodus 14, verses 13 to 14, Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." At that moment, they faced what seemed like an impossible obstacle, a sea before them and an army behind them. But that overwhelming challenge wasn't the end. It was a final test before deliverance. In the same way, the seemingly insurmountable hurdles in your life are not there to destroy you. They are there to prepare you, to strengthen your faith and resolve, and to remind you that breakthroughs often come at the very moment when all hope seems lost. As you move through this test, you may start to notice subtle yet significant changes. It's like a storm clearing to reveal a new landscape. Relationships that ended abruptly make way for more meaningful connections. Opportunities that fell through lead you to paths you never considered before. You find moments of clarity in unexpected places, a sudden insight, a conversation with someone who seemed to understand exactly what you're going through, or a renewed sense of purpose after a period of confusion. These are the signs of transformation, the quiet indicators that you're growing in ways you can't fully see yet. It's as if the universe is shifting pieces into place behind the scenes, setting you up for the next chapter of your journey. What's even more profound is how divine forces are quietly working on your behalf. Often it feels like the universe is silent during these tests, but that silence is deceptive. Beneath the surface, things are moving. Synchronicities start to appear, timing that feels too perfect to be coincidence, Encounters that provide exactly the guidance you needed and doors that open just as others close. These moments remind you that you are not alone. Even when it feels like you're facing the test alone, there are unseen forces clearing the path for you. The obstacles aren't just hurdles, they are markers pointing you toward the direction you need to take. By trusting in this divine guidance, you can begin to see the tests not as random struggles, but as intentional steps in your spiritual journey. But recognizing these signs is only the beginning. Many people notice the challenges and even sense that something greater is at play, but they resist the change. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of doubt and hesitation, holding on to the familiar rather than embracing the unknown. Yet true spiritual growth requires more than just awareness. It demands action. It means stepping into the uncertainty with courage, letting go of what no longer serves you, and trusting that you are being prepared for something greater. This is the moment when you must decide to stand firm, to release the fear that keeps you tethered to the past, and to fully accept the changes happening within and around you. Now that you understand what these signs mean, it's time to take the next step. Let go of the fear that has held you back. Trust that the universe is guiding you and that every challenge you face is preparing you for your next breakthrough. Start to see each obstacle as an opportunity, each setback as a chance to grow stronger. Lean into your faith, deepen your spiritual practice, and know that you are not alone. By choosing to embrace the test rather than resist it, you open yourself up to the transformation that's waiting for you. This is how you move forward with confidence, knowing that your struggles have a purpose and that your breakthrough is closer than you think. If these signs resonate with you, leave a comment below and share what you've noticed in your own journey. Remember, you are not alone in this process. Together, we can learn from our challenges and step into the strength and clarity that these spiritual tests are meant to bring. How the universe observes your reactions. When challenges arise, it's natural to feel as though you're being put under a microscope. Everything feels heightened, the pressure, the emotions, and the desire to escape. But what if, instead of a test you're meant to fail, this was a chance to demonstrate your readiness? Think about how often you faced obstacles that seem designed to knock you off course. Yet here you are, still standing, still pushing forward. Those moments of doubt and fear aren't meant to define you. They're meant to shape you. The universe isn't watching for failure. It's watching for resilience. It's paying attention to how you choose to respond when faced with the unexpected. And every reaction you have sends a signal about where you are on your spiritual journey. The pressure of these tests can make you feel trapped or unsure of your next step. Maybe you've experienced a situation where nothing seemed to go your way. Relationships became strained, opportunities fell through, and you started to question your purpose. The emotional toll of these challenges can be heavy, and it's easy to feel as though you're not strong enough to handle them. But remember, these trials aren't meant to break you. They're meant to reveal the strength that already exists within you. Just as diamonds are forged under immense pressure, your character and faith are being refined through these experiences. Every time you choose to persevere, you show the universe that you're ready for what's next. The scriptures remind us that perseverance through trials brings profound rewards. James 1 verse 12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life." This passage highlights that it's not about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about continuing forward despite those feelings. The universe doesn't expect perfection. It expects progress. When you choose faith over fear, when you trust that there's a bigger plan at work, you align yourself with a higher purpose. Each act of patience, each decision to keep going when it would be easy to give up, sends a clear message. You are ready to rise above the current challenges and move into a greater role. As you navigate these moments, you'll start to notice shifts, subtle at first, but undeniable over time. Perhaps you'll find yourself more centered in situations that would have previously shaken you. Maybe you'll handle setbacks with more grace, seeing them not as failures but as stepping stones. These signs indicate that you're growing stronger, more aligned, and more prepared for the path ahead. The universe observes this growth, taking note of how you're evolving through each test. It sees when you choose to remain calm in the midst of chaos, or when you find a glimmer of hope in what seems like a hopeless situation. These reactions show that you're not just surviving the tests, you're learning from them, and that's a powerful signal. It's also important to recognize that you're not walking this path alone. Divine forces are quietly working alongside you, supporting your every move. You might notice synchronicities, unexpected encounters, perfectly timed opportunities, or moments of clarity that come when you least expect them. These aren't coincidences. They are confirmations that the universe sees your efforts and is helping you navigate the challenges. Even when it feels like no one is watching, trust that your choices are noticed. The small victories you achieve, the moments when you choose to rise rather than retreat, are steps that lead you closer to your breakthrough. Once you become aware that the universe is observing your responses, you gain a new perspective. You start to see challenges not as setbacks, but as opportunities to prove your readiness. Many people don't realize that every decision they make, whether give up or keep going, to react with anger or patience, sends a signal. By choosing to approach each test with courage and perseverance, you align yourself with the energy of progress. This isn't about proving something to others. It's about proving to yourself and the universe that you're prepared for the next level. It's about demonstrating that you can handle the responsibility that comes with growth and the blessings that lie ahead. As you continue on this journey, know that you are never alone. The universe is always watching, not with judgment, but with hope. It's waiting to see you step into your power, to rise above the doubt and fear, and to embrace the strength you already possess. You have what it takes to face these tests head-on and to emerge stronger on the other side. By showing patience, courage, and a willingness to keep moving forward, you prove that you're ready to move into a higher role and to make a greater impact. Trust in this process, and know that every step you take brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. If this message resonates with you, comment observed and let us know how you're rising above your current challenges. Together, we can share our stories of perseverance and inspire each other to keep moving forward. Remember, the universe sees you, and it's waiting for you to take the next step with courage and faith. The right mindset to pass this test. When challenges come your way, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The weight of repeated struggles, the uncertainty of how to move forward, and the frustration of not seeing immediate results can make it hard to stay positive. In these moments, you might feel like you're being punished or singled out, and the temptation to give up grows stronger. But what if these challenges weren't meant to hold you back, but to prepare you for something greater? Right now, you have the power to change your perspective. Instead of seeing difficulties as setbacks, you can choose to view them as stepping stones. By shifting the way you think about the tests in your life, you can find a strength and clarity you didn't realize you had. The first step is understand that every obstacle carries a lesson. When something doesn't go as planned, when doors close or relationships shift, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're being guided towards something better. The path you're on may not be straight or easy, but it's leading you to growth. Think of the challenges you faced and ask yourself, what did I learn? Did I discover a new level of patience, a hidden strength, or a deeper sense of faith? The struggles that seem so painful in the moment often reveal their purpose in hindsight. They shape your character, refine your purpose, and help you become the person you need to be to handle what's coming next. Consider Paul's words in Romans 5 verses 3-4. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. This passage reminds us that trials are not random. They serve a purpose. Each difficulty you encounter builds resilience. Each time you endure a setback, you gain a little more strength. Over time, this resilience becomes character, and that character gives you hope. Hope isn't just a feeling. It's a confidence that you're on the right path and that the hardships you're facing will lead to something greater. By holding on to this perspective, you can face each challenge with a sense of purpose rather than despair. As you embrace this mindset, you'll start to see subtle but powerful changes. Instead of reacting with frustration, you'll approach challenges with curiosity. You'll ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? You'll begin to notice how each struggle is a step closer to your breakthrough. The delays you once saw as obstacles will start to feel like opportunities for reflection and preparation. You'll find yourself more patient, more open, and more willing to trust the process. These changes don't happen overnight, but with each test you pass, you'll feel a little more grounded, a little more certain that everything is unfolding as it should. And through it all, divine timing is at work. It may be hard to see in the moment, But there is a greater plan unfolding. When a door closes, it's not because you've been abandoned, it's because you're being redirected. When a delay arises, it's not because you're failing, it's because you're being given time to grow. The universe knows when the conditions are right for your breakthrough. By trusting that timing, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and self-doubt. You can focus your energy on learning and growing, rather than worrying and resisting. Trust that the timing is not only right, but perfect. However, trusting the process is just a first step. To truly adopt the right mindset, you must also take deliberate action. Embrace patience as an active choice, not just something you endure. Practice gratitude even when the road is difficult. Strengthen your faith by turning to scriptures or spiritual practices that remind you of your purpose. Surround yourself with positive influences, people, messages, and habits that encourage growth. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a move toward becoming the person you're meant to be. This mindset isn't passive. It's a way of life that requires intention and effort every day. As you build this mindset, you'll start to feel a shift within yourself. Challenges won't seem as daunting because you'll know they're temporary. Setbacks won't feel as crushing because you'll see them as part of a bigger picture. Your faith will grow stronger and your resilience will become unshakable. By choosing to see trials as opportunities, you'll turn what once felt like struggles into powerful tools for transformation. You'll know that each test you pass is preparing you for the blessings you're meant to receive. If you're ready to embrace this new way of thinking, leave a comment below and let us know how you're shifting your perspective. Together, we can support each other through the tests, find strength in the struggles, and step into the breakthroughs that await. This mindset isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving, growing, and becoming unstoppable. What comes after you pass the test? When you finally reach the other side of trial, the changes you experience go far beyond what you might have expected. At first, it may feel subtle, like a weight has been lifted or a long-standing confusion has suddenly cleared. As time goes on, you realize that something within you has shifted. The doubt that once clouded your thoughts no longer holds the same power. You feel stronger, more certain, and more connected to your true purpose. This is the point at which everything starts to make sense. The struggles you faced, the pain you endured, and the challenges you overcame were not wasted. They were building something within you. That something is clarity, resilience, and a deeper understanding of why you are on this journey. When you pass through these tests, you're not simply returned to the life you had before. You've been changed in ways that can't be undone. The strength you've gained isn't fleeting. It becomes a permanent part of who you are. You start to notice that decisions come more easily, and you approach challenges with calm, steady confidence that surprises even you. The opportunities that come your way feel aligned, like they're part of a greater plan rather than random occurrences. This inner transformation is what sets you apart from the person you were before. You've been through the fire, and now you stand not just unscathed, but refined. This kind of transformation is beautifully illustrated in Genesis 50, verse 20, when Joseph reflects on the harm intended by his brothers and says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Just as Joseph's trial prepared him for a greater role, your own challenges are preparing you to step into something much larger than yourself. The very struggles that felt so painful at the time were actually working for your good, aligning events and relationships in ways you couldn't see before. The test wasn't just about endurance, it was about readiness. And now, because you've endured and remained faithful, you're ready to take on what comes next. What comes next is not just external blessings, though those will appear in their own time, but a profound sense of purpose. You begin to see your journey from a broader perspective. The connections you make now feel meaningful and intentional. The opportunities that come your way seem to click into place, as if they were always meant for you. You're no longer fumbling in the dark, searching for direction. Instead, you're moving with clarity, knowing that each step is guided. This sense of alignment is one of the greatest gifts of passing through a trial. It's not just that the struggles are behind you, it's that you've been elevated to a place where you can recognize and embrace the path ahead. As you step into this new chapter, you'll find that the strength and wisdom you gained during the test aren't just for you. They were given to you so that you can help others on their own journeys. Just as you benefited from the guidance and encouragement of those who went before you, now you have the opportunity to be that source of strength for someone else. Your story becomes a beacon of hope. When people see how you overcame your trials and emerged stronger, they'll be inspired to believe that they can do the same. This isn't just about personal success, it's about lifting others, sharing the lessons you've learned, and creating a ripple effect of growth and transformation. Of course, life will continue to bring challenges, but the difference now is that you're equipped to face them in a way you never were before. You know that trials aren't the end, they're the beginning of something greater. When new difficulties arise, you'll meet them with a resilience and wisdom born from experience. You'll be able to say, I've faced storms before, and I know I can weather this one too. This perspective turns every new test into another opportunity to grow, refine, and elevate further. The cycle of challenge and breakthrough becomes a natural part of your journey, rather than a source of fear or frustration. Ultimately, what comes after you pass the test is a life lived with intention, clarity, and unwavering purpose. You've proven to yourself and to the universe that you are ready to step into the next phase of your journey. The inner transformation you've experienced opens doors that once seemed out of reach. It allows you to stand confidently in your calling, knowing that no obstacle can keep you from moving forward. This is the moment you've been preparing for, the moment when everything you've been through finally feels worth it. You are ready to embrace the blessings, the opportunities, and the new challenges that await. If you're ready to step into this new chapter, leave a comment below and share what you've learned from your journey. Remember, you are not alone. Together, we can continue to grow, support one another, and celebrate the victories that come after the trials. This is your time to rise, to shine, and to move forward with strength and purpose. You are chosen, and the best is yet to come. And with this clarity comes a sense of liberation. You no longer feel weighed down by the what-ifs or paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong move. Instead, you're moving with intention, trusting that even if you don't know every detail, you'll find your way. This freedom allows you to take action, to dream bigger, and to step boldly into new opportunities. Each step forward feels lighter, yet more meaningful, as you lean into your purpose. This isn't just a shift in mindset. It's a transformation in how you approach life itself. You begin to live not from a place of fear, but from a place of faith, knowing that you are supported every step of the way. This confidence extends to your relationships as well. Where once you may have hidden your true self or worried about how others would perceive you, now you find the courage to show up authentically. You attract people who resonate with your energy, individuals who appreciate your depth, your clarity, and your unwavering sense of purpose. The connections you form now feel genuine, and the support you receive feels reciprocal. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself or conform to fit someone else's expectations. Instead, you stand firm in who you are, allowing others to meet you at that level or fade away. This shift strengthens your inner circle, creating a network of people who uplift and inspire you, just as you do for them. And as your confidence grows, so does your ability to recognize opportunities that once seemed out of reach. Doors that were previously closed begin to open. You find yourself drawn to new ventures, whether it's a career change, a creative pursuit, or a deeper spiritual practice. These aren't random occurrences. They're aligned with the growth you've experienced. Your willingness to step into the unknown, armed with the lessons you've learned, sets the stage for new adventures. You start to trust the process, realizing that what's meant for you will not pass you by. This trust becomes a foundation for your next steps, allowing you to walk forward with both courage and excitement. Perhaps most importantly, you find a deeper sense of peace. The inner turmoil that once dominated your thoughts is replaced by a quiet assurance. This peace isn't the absence of challenges. It's the presence of a steadfast confidence that no matter what comes your way, you'll handle it. You've seen what you're capable of, and you know that you can adapt, grow, and thrive. This inner calm radiates outward, influencing not just how you view yourself, but also how you interact with the world. It's a peace that encourages you to keep moving forward, to embrace each new day as another chance to live fully and intentionally. And finally, there's a realization that you're no longer defined by your past. The struggles you face don't hold the same weight they once did. Instead, they become stepping stones, each one helping you reach higher. You're not just moving on from those difficulties, you're moving up rise and to meet new opportunities with a stronger, more resilient spirit. The past no longer feels like a burden. It feels like a story of growth and transformation. With each step forward, you carry the lessons you've learned not as baggage, but as tools to help you navigate whatever comes next. This is the power of passing through the fire and coming out refined. You're ready more than ever to shine,